Third Party Thursday. Woohoo! So we bringing somebody else on. We got to talk about a few things. We got to talk about a player that was seen, but now he's gone. We got to talk about some nugs from the Overlord, Joey Duggs. We got a lot to discuss, so you know where to park it right here, right now. Boy Green meets Wudi.
Zoinks! But it is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans.
Field Yates, baby. Field Gosh Darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show.
Come on, people. Connor Rogers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor Gosh Darn Sycamore, baby, for me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever been on.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Welcome to another episode of Boy Green Meets Wudi. It is your boy James Wudi. We are Wudi, rocking everywhere. All caps, no cap. Talking to the boy who became king. He is the king of the Boy Green Coffee Club. I'm talking about Boy Green himself. How you doing?
Let's roll, baby. Wow, what a busy day it is. And we haven't even gotten into week one yet. We have no Jets 49ers talk yet. Yet there's plenty of things that are popping, locking, and dropping. So, Woody, I enjoy doing these shows. I'm glad the fans have been waiting and dropping the comments in. We get to do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 o'clock, man. It's a doozy. Next week, it gets real. We're going to have a 49ers person on. So, oh, boy, here we go.
but before we get there and the calamity of having all of these outsiders, just muddying up our living rooms and doing all that type of stuff, we still got one more Jet fan, okay, a special Jet fan. Here's a fun fact that I don't think anybody knows, right? The average person who watches this show, they might think that, Boy Green just plucked me. I was just homeless. Boy Green just plucked me, put me on this show right here, and now I'm on this screen. But no, I was out here creating content. And the very first...
Hey, you're on mute, Woody. We lost you. The very first... You cut out there. Yeah.
Okay, I lost but now found. Just like Cine. I'm back, though. I'm back, unlike him. The very first person to hit me up and say, hey, man, you know what? I would love to have you on the show. Let's talk Jets. That person is here today. Now I get to return the favor on this show with my namesake, your namesake. Let's go, Italy Jet. Come on down.
What's up, guys? Man, wow, this has been dynamite so far. I mean, Woody. Woody. We go way back. We go way back. Boy Green. We go way back with the Fridays, and then we did some Mondays for a while with shows. I'm happy to be on here. You guys have done very well. Be keeping up with you guys. There's always stuff to talk about with the Jets, guys, but I'm doing good. Are you guys doing good?
Yeah, and this is the return, as you mentioned, Italy Jet, to the Boy Green airwaves in some form or fashion. It's been a hiatus, so it's great, and we've had a few people asking about you, so we're glad to deliver the return of the king, none other than Italy Jet, baby. So Italy,
Appreciate
real
that,
quick,
guys.
as we're starting this show off here. We got 100 people immediately in the room. We appreciate you. That number will assuredly grow. Last week, Woody, what was it? 16 or on Tuesday? What do we have? Like 1,700 people in the room all at the same time.
Oh my God, we were growing.
Yeah, that was terrific. So I'm looking forward to more of that growing. Italy, where can people find your Jets content?
So I've been going through a lot of transitions, and now I officially found two homes doing Jets content. I've been doing a lot with the Batter Network when it comes to other sports podcasting, and now I'm going to be doing that full time with the Batter Jets Network. Very happy to be a part of it. And then I'm very passionate about like European, because Italy Jet. I'm Italian, so I've been plugging and doing content with the guys from Germany. Oh, I know, right? The guys from Germany, the guys from the UK, Ireland. I'm doing content with them now. We have a show coming out, and I think in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, I really wanted to grow that over there. I know they want to grow that over there. I'm like, hey, let's connect, let's grow, and yeah, that's what I will be doing now.
Although I'm going to be honest, I wasn't sure if you were going to come back because, some people come, some people go. Lewis Cine, as Wudi said at the beginning, he was seen, then he was gone. Lewis Cine, right. And I will tell you guys, because this is my first chance talking about it. We had Ian O'Connor on live earlier. I saw the comments because the show was live for people that said, oh, Paul must have done a pre-recorded show. No, that show this morning was 1,000% live. Shout out to Ian O'Connor. Now a five-time best time New York New York Times best-selling author 5 times over now. His Aaron Rodgers book just made that list last night. So shout out to Ian, and happy birthday to Ian. He turned 60 today. I had him on the show earlier, and I saw some people talk about Cine over and over again, but I didn't know what they were talking about because I was in the middle of the interview. And then after, I went, "What the hell?" And I will tell you guys, I thought something was up. So it gets reported by Jeremy Fowler yesterday that Lewis Cine, the former Minnesota Vikings first-round pick, gets cut on Tuesday, clears waivers, no one claimed him, and he was set to sign with the Jets. I'm like, oh, okay, he's going to join the practice squad. Great news. The Jets announced their practice squad last night. Lewis Cine was nowhere to be seen. And I'm like, and immediately, that's the first thing I say. I tweet out, that's weird. Where's Lewis Cine? Where are you, Lewis Cine? And then I see other reporters aren't saying anything. Like they say, hey, here's the Jets practice squad. I tag Rich Man. I'm like, where the hell is Lewis Cine? What does this mean? And people said, oh, Paul, don't worry. It's roster gymnastics. This player's going to go to IR, which opens up this A plus B equals C. So in other words, shut up. It's not a story. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe. And then this morning, plot twist, mother, he's going to the Buffalo Bills. So, wow, we got a lot to unpack here. But I will just tell you, so now we've got Anthony Barr, Antoine Winfield. I mean, go through it seems to always be Vikings players for whatever reason. But, we have this list of guys. Lewis Cine told the Jets to go kick rocks. He initially was apparently leaning, agreed verbally. Although, as we'll get into the Haason Reddick thing, just because you agree verbally doesn't necessarily mean you got a deal. But I'm curious, Italy, what was your thoughts on this? I also want to say, obviously, off the top, to the now 200 people that are in the room, we don't have to, say, oh, boy, the Jets lost Aaron Rodgers to the Buffalo Bills. That's not what I'm saying with Cine, but I feel like it's worth being discussed because this is not the first time it's happened in Jets history, Italy Jet.
Nah, I mean, so first of all, I'm going to answer your first thing you said in the beginning of the show. Okay. I like to go on hiatuses a lot, and then I like to come back. So I'm always back and forth. It's like the darkness retreat. I go on and then come back. That's number one. Number two, this is just a sign. Just don't pick up Vikings players anymore.
Okay.
Just don't do it.
Yeah. Okay.
It is what it is. I mean, he wasn't going to be on the roster, in my personal opinion. I think he still was going to be on the practice squad. I was more kind of shocked at what we did with Bates and Brownlee, but overall, it really is what it is. I mean, it's the off season. There's always twists and turns before week 1. So this doesn't really surprise me at all. And like I said before, the Vikings just don't pick up their players. Anthony Barr really hurt me when he didn't sign. So, but hey, now we got CJ Mosley. So.
Two things here. I just a Buffalo Bills fan chimed in. Of course, Danny's always lurking in the bushes. Danny in real life said, Cine wants to win, and Buffalo is where safeties go to be great. Also, his college DB coach is there, which is true. Shout out to Danny, who's our Bills representation. Not that I ever asked for Bills representation on the Jets show.
Do you even want that?
I'm not sure. I know Danny, his nickname on Twitter is Danny in real life. I literally know him in real life. He's a basketball coach here locally. We've worked together in the past.
Oh, wow. Very good.
On his back. So I know him personally, but just the thing that I just, sometimes before Wudi jumps in here, all I have to say is it seems like everything, I am a believer of everything happens for a reason. And when things happen, other things happen. To your point, when we got Anthony Barr and that became a verb, we got CJ Mosley out of it, and CJ's our respected leader and everything as we head into 2024. So when that money, unfortunately, the idea was terrible by Mike McKagan. All right, we're signing Anthony Barr. He's like, no, you're not. well, we got to give this money to somebody, CJ, and then also you give it to CJ. So the process was terrible, but it worked out because now we have CJ Mosley, who's terrific.
Right.
So
Right.
that spot is going to someone else, obviously, with Cine now gone to Buffalo. The Jets gave that practice squad, obviously, spot to someone else. So maybe it'll all work out better in the long run. But go ahead, Woody. Jump in.
My guy, take flight today, Brent.
Hey, Brent, my boy Brent.
He's seen it. He probably thought like, safeties, they pretty weak there, probably got a spot. And then realized like, damn.
Take it as a compliment, huh? That's what he said. He said, take it as a compliment. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, guys. I like our safety room right now. I mean, it's good to add depth. That's what we all try and do. But I think right now it's a story, and then it's not gonna be a story. It's that kind of day.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, it is what it is. Is Haason? Is what it is? Like, is that what it is? I mean, I feel like we need some clarity. I actually hate talking about him. Talking about the story. This is like the most annoying thing. It's like the nugget that just won't flush, and we're all out of plungers.
Yeah.
And it's just, what can you do? You put a brush in there. You try to stick it. I don't even know. Elbow grease. I don't know. Nothing.
Woody, have you had trouble with this before? Was that why you're speaking from experience?
I actually recently just saw a television show. I won't say the show, but it was a show where I seen this and I was like, damn, what would I do in that scenario? Oh, well, I'm kind of doing it, talking about Haason Reddick every day. Talk to us. Do you think he's going to play this season?
I don't know. I really don't know, guys. It's up in the air right now. There's a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people in our contact world, social media that there's like a 50-50 shot, right? For me, I think it's a 50-50 shot. I'm not really mad if he comes back or not. I think he can only make us better if he does come back. I think his agent has a lot to do with this situation. And shoot, he even warned us in his press conference, and we didn't even think about it. Oh, they aren't going to know what's going to happen. No one's going to prepare for this. So he kind of put a little warning there, and we just didn't realize it. I mean, it's kind of opens the doors for like Watts, kind of opens the doors for McGregor and Taylor. So, and I love what they're doing in camp. They've been having a great preseason. So if Haason comes back, great. If he doesn't, I mean, he's just going to be collecting millions and millions of dollars at home. So if you're on a run right now, guys, we all would want him, right? If you're on a great run right now, go in the playoffs, the Super Bowl, you want a guy like Reddick. But right now, he doesn't seem, he's focused on money right now. So I'm 50-50 about it all, fellas.
Yeah, the only follow-up I'll give is the millions he'll be collecting at home is millions in fines, not millions in dollars, because
that's true. That's very true.
No. I just want to establish that it is a non-guaranteed money, and the fines are only going to get worse. He is just under $5 million in fines.
That's why I thought like 4.7, right? Is that 4.7 right now?
And it's adding even more because every day is another 50,000 on top of that. Plus, you start getting into heavier fines once we get into game checks in the NFL's regular season. So he's just under $5 million now, and it's about to start jumping up significantly. So money is just going to be being shelved in shovel loads into a empty pool that the Jets will then watch light on fire as Haason Reddick cries about it. I mean, that's what's going to happen here. But as you look at some of the highlights, because Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh spoke today, we'll have full coverage of that, I'm sure, on the Jake Asman Show, which I'll be joining in an hour's time, and Boy Green Daily tomorrow morning as well. But we won't get into every nook and cranny of the Joe Douglas presser, but a lot of it obviously was taken up by the Haason Reddick stuff. And Joe Douglas made a couple of things clear. The ball is in his court. We've been clear and direct from the get-go of this situation. Yes, he has to be here for us to start having a conversation. We have not had a conversation in a while, is what he said. And Joe Douglas said this. He was asked, hey, when's the last time you talked one-on-one with Haason Reddick? Like person, phone, anything. He said, like, he didn't say the date, but he said when he was here, that's April 1st. It's August 29th. So he hasn't had a one-on-one conversation with Haason Reddick in months.
Not even close.
Yeah, no, not at all. Which, again, I still lean towards the Jets here that I want Haason Reddick here because, again, he increases the Jets' chances of winning a Super Bowl. There's no question about it. And at some point, I do want because if Haason Reddick signs a week 2 and the money is blah, and it's not crazy. Like if it's $25 million or something, like, okay, the Jets wouldn't have done that otherwise. But if it ends up being like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 million, a lot of us are going to go like, damn, man, you couldn't have just done that before the season. Like, like
no kidding. No kidding.
That was a reasonable place. But maybe, sometimes, pain has to happen before progress can happen. Sometimes I wouldn't listen to my dad and they backslap me in the back of the head. And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I can see the light. And now I'm back in it. So sometimes pain is required, For instance, in this Haason Reddick case, I have one child, about to have 2 in November. And sometimes they have to touch the pot on the stove to realize it's hot and go, whoa, don't want to do that again. Maybe Reddick's got to get a taste of an NFL check coming out of his salary week 1 and go, whoa, wait a second here. Wait, the Jets will control my rights next year if I don't play? Okay, I might want to play. And then maybe it just all comes together. But the other problem is, and we haven't talked a lot about this on the show, the Jets have 3 games in 10 days. You play Monday Night Football, you play Sunday against Tennessee, and then Thursday Night Football, all in a short span. Very easily, if Haason doesn't show up for week 1, the turnaround coming back from West Coast trip to Tennessee and that's on the road as well, and then the New England game, there's not a lot of time for Haason to show up, go through the ordeal, and come back. And before you know it, you blink, whoa, we're already heading into week 4 for the New York Jets. So maybe that's a pivot point too. But I just hope it doesn't continue to drag because this Jets team is awesome. To what you said earlier, Italy, it's a great chance for Braden McGregor, Taylor, Leonard Taylor III, and Eric Watts, and all these guys, Tack McKinley, for them to have an opportunity. And I just have a feeling, I don't know, I have a feeling, boys, that our pass rush is not going to be like non-existent. Maybe it's my optimist in me. I think week 1's going to come and Brock Purdy is going to have hellfire raised on him. And I think that's just going to make a lot of us say, like, damn, this defensive line's pretty good. And damn, what else would it be with Haason Reddick? Like, if this unit's already doing work, like, whoo-wee, oh, baby. All of a sudden, we're moving and grooving here. But, those are the latest comments from Haason, or from Joe Douglas, rather, on Haason Reddick. Anything surprise you from there, Woody?
No. I mean, he said, what did he say today? He's been clear and direct. Yep. And that's what he said the last time. Right. That's what he said the time before that. Yeah. I mean, I feel like, they say stand on business. He's been saying the same thing. Just show up, man. Show up. I completely agree, wholeheartedly agree with Brandon L. Reddick should fire his agent. We're not entirely sure of, what their game plan is, but whatever is happening, he is losing. He is losing money. Right, he is losing,
and just a couple workout videos, and that's it.
Random, very short 6-second burst, 7-second burst.
Just 2.
Interesting. By the way, a quick shout out here. The pinned comment on our YouTube channel is how you can join the Boy Green Coffee Club. And I see we have several Boy Green Coffee Club members: R&R, Brandon Badshaw, M Lopez 149, SG_31 Black. Most of the people that I'm seeing right now in the comment section are Brandon L. Let's turn that plain Brandon L into Brandon L. And you can do that by clicking the pinned comment there, and you would join the Boy Green Coffee Club. I'd love to play the chimes for you, baby. It's only $2.99 a month, and you get the loyalty badge, unlock all the emojis, and, of course, get access to the Discord. So I see take flight today. Brent, same thing for him. Guys, hit that pinned comment, baby, and join the Boy Green Coffee Club, which would be a doozy. I'd like to celebrate some of that here on the program today. So, Woody, you've said it since the beginning, and I said, Woody, shut up. And then, it sounds like Italy's drink a little bit of your Kool-Aid, too, about you don't believe Haason Reddick will play for the New York Jets.
Yeah.
How do we get there? I guess that's my question to you, as we're having kind of a 3-way debate.
What do you mean? We've been there. We've been there the day that
it's been the highlight all season, off season.
But again, if he never shows up, the Jets control his rights until we're all dead. So I'm saying if he doesn't play this year, then what? Like the Jets, here's another fun fact. We didn't talk about this. Why would we? The boy Green Daily wasn't a thing during this year of 2008. But Brett Favre, after his crappy year with the Jets, there was good moments, but mostly crappy at the end. The Jets released him from his rights, and he just signed with Minnesota as a straight-up free agent. Unless the Jets just did Haason Reddick a solid, which I wouldn't understand why they would be in the mood to do that. The Corey Davis solid. Yeah, Corey, fine. Be a free agent, go look for places. As far as I know, no, he has not signed anywhere. So outside of the Jets doing that, Haason Reddick will never play for another team. So unless he's going to choose to retire at the ripe age of 29, I'm just trying to foresee the not playing for the Jets this year. Like, what's the play?
He can show up week 10 with a hammy and never play. But and he gets his year. He gets it. He will not be told by the Jets. That year
doesn't he have to be active? Can he not just show up and be an inactive participant for insert amount of games? Doesn't he actually have to be an active member on game day for that to count? Because I thought that was the thing with Dalvin Cook and how some of those fines were, because he got different money when he was an active member versus an inactive member because you get 53 guys on the roster and only 45 are game day active. So wouldn't he have to be active too?
I believe not. I saw a big comparison to this situation to Vincent Jackson, who just came up.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. Unfortunately, lost way too soon. Yes.
And that's pretty much what he did. I'm not sure about inactivity versus activity in terms of his spot on the roster, but he did show up. He had an injury so that he didn't have to ever play, and then they could not toll that year when he.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I think, and that's when we talked about this so many months ago, when I originally said I didn't think he was going to show up, and you said he was going to show up in August. I had said that there are bare minimum gymnastics you can do. Simone Biles, holla at her. And I think that is what Reddick is going to be doing. He's going to be out here on that balance being talking about, I can't play. But I don't want to get told. So that's what's happening. And I think he will somehow, some way find that loophole. It stinks. But I think
won't that ruin everything, though? Because, let's say he doesn't play the whole year and he does your weird loophole and somehow becomes a free agent. Who in their right mind is paying a 30, soon-to-be 31-year-old who skipped an entire year of football the money that he wants? Someone will give him a chance. But, straight up, the money that he wants, that won't happen unless he has the crazy year with the Jets, which, again, if any team is going to give him, if I had to bet an amount of money I cared about, if Haason Reddick showed up right now and played during the season, Paul, how many sacks do you think he's going to get? My answer would be 10 plus, without even thinking twice about it. On this defense, this team, everything, it's going to be 10 plus, which means the bucket at the end of the rainbow is going to have plenty of little gold doubloons for my black Irish friend there, Haason Reddick, at the end. So that's what I'm saying. That's the part I'm not understanding, because if not, I don't understand who's paying him, which would defeat the whole purpose of this exercise.
I don't know.
But then that's where we go back to Brendan L. talking about, you should fire your agent, because the agent's taking the L. The end game, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be where he wants it to be. I don't think somebody's going to pay him top dollar. He's going to end up turning into Jadeveon Clowney, who I think is a great player.
Right.
He thinks he's a great player. But the man has not signed anything more than a 1-year deal in 6 years, because he keeps trying to find, that big
It's
deal.
a mercenary. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, now he's a mercenary.
Yeah,
but
now he's a mercenary. It wasn't like
a mercenary
before,
by choice.
Yeah.
He was trying to secure the bag. Yeah. But he was like, all right, 1 year prove a deal. All right, 1 year prove a deal. And now 5 years later, he's a mercenary. That is Haason Reddick. If he doesn't show up, if he is Hassoff from the New York Jets, that is where he will be. He will be a mercenary for the rest of his career. But if he is Hassan for the New York Jets and performs on that big stage in the big New York market, then of course they will be overpaying. Come on, man, we just got Bryce Huff paid. We can get Reddick paid. But
this is
in order to do that, you have to show up
again, guys. This is a Revis thing all over again, right? From back in the day.
No, I mean, is it though? Because Revis,
I mean, it's too familiar. You know what I mean? It's just too familiar. They got the deal done. Don't get me wrong, and he was back, but it just sounds a little bit too familiar.
But Revis was literally the best player on the team, had been on the team. Like the everybody knows his impact inside the locker room. Like, this is somebody, he hasn't showed up. He's never been on the team. I would say it's almost nothing like Revis. Like, how can you demand this from this front office that you've never even worked with? That don't even make sense. It literally does not make sense. So
fair point with that. I'm talking about the attitude stuff. I'm not talking about like the money and everything else and the agents, because they actually got it done and he was the best player in the moment for the defense. But I agree with you with the whole like approach. Like he he walked in the building like once, and then that was it. So I agree with you with that part.
Yeah, I would just say adding on to the Revis thing and why, like, for a guy like, and this is part of the, a funny, I don't know if Joe Douglas meant it in a funny way during his press conference. I think it was, Connor Hughes asked the question. He went like, so, okay, you don't want to talk to Reddick until he gets here in the building. Understandable, blah, blah, blah. But what do you need to see from him for the conversations in terms of contract to start? And Joe Douglas went, just see him. Just see him. Like that's like, what do you need to see from him?
True.
I just need to see him, the person, show up. And he, again, I don't know if he meant it as a funny thing, but like, to be honest, and then he expounded upon it, said, talking with his teammates, hanging out with his teammates, we'll welcome him with open arms and embrace and all that stuff. Yeah, that's the part of the equation that I think is lost here, because like Revis, he had all this credibility of he was a drafted player here. He knows the team. He knows the locker room. So the players in the locker room rallied and almost put a pressure on the Jets. Like, come on, that's Darrelle Revis, Revis Island. You've got to do something for him. With Haason Reddick being just a guy, and I don't mean that from a talent perspective. He's terrific, but being a guy that hasn't been there, like they're like, yeah, I heard Haason Reddick's on the roster do not report list because I saw it on NewYorkJets.com, but I've never met the guy. Apparently, no one's taken a picture yet, so I hope one of the media members does. I'm not there every day, so I don't get to see it. But someone said Haason Reddick has a locker. I'd like someone to take a picture to show me. There's a Reddick 7 and a Reddick and some of the stuff there. That'd be good to see.
Right.
That'd be good to see. But I think that's the only, well, not the only, but a big difference here of the Revis Reddick stuff is that Revis had credibility in the locker room. He had standing. He had been there. Fan pressure of like, pay this guy. There might be a small percentage of the fan base, and maybe I'm overgeneralizing here, that say just figure it out. We're a better team with him. Just give up and give him the money. But I would say the majority of the fan base is like, hey man, like Jets have the leverage. Reddick show up. We'll find you to the high moons. And I've seen a lot of Jet fans say, just either let him rot forever at home or cut him because, like, we don't need him. We got Eric Watts. We got Braden McGregor. We got this guy. And I just go, boy, I hope those guys are half the player Haason Reddick is, but we do need Haason Reddick. But, yeah, that's a big thing for me on this and why, in terms of standing, a little bit is lost with Reddick because he's got no standing with the team.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, I would completely agree that I am in the minority of wanting Haason here today. Most people already up. Next man up, Eric Watts. About to have 10 sacks.
I'm there too, Woody. I'm like next man up all the time on whatever happens with any player, injury or anything. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Well, no, I was saying. Well, that's what I was saying. Like the general. I think Reddick. I think we need Reddick. We lost Huff, right? JFM. You need someone proven, someone who's done it last year, somebody who's done it before. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I would prefer if something. What do we got? We got. That's actually exactly it. That's literally exactly it. We literally talking state. You already know. The 411 always keeping it real. They should be the 100 because that's what they always keep it is on it. But yeah, we talking state. And no, this is no disrespect. But we're talking about Eric Watt. Like that's not even a type of meat, yo. That's like potato chips. And we try to talk steak.
That's like the second dessert.
Flan. He's just some flan right here.
That's the second dessert.
And the thing I don't want is, boy, if it's a close game between the Jets and 49ers and the difference could have been a Haason Reddick play, that's going to be hard to stomach as a Jets fan because, sure, can they smack around Tennessee, New England, Denver, Minnesota before they get to that Buffalo game? No doubt. I was on Bills radio earlier this week. They brought me on to talk about the Codrington and Mike White stuff. Shout out to Sal Capaccio, WGR 550, and he said, "Well, I look at the schedule. Damn, the Jets should be 4-1 without even thinking." That's a Bills guy saying it, and I agree, and he's right. But I'm not like just discounting this 49ers game. This 49ers team is lesser. We have the Trent Williams thing. Brandon Ayuk, last time I saw it, wasn't at practice today, which I'm sure is pissing those 49ers off. The Trent Williams situation, everything. We're now down to 11 days before kickoff, which is crazy to say out loud. So, like, we're getting more and more on top of it. I just don't want us to do a post-game show on Tuesday or well, that would be Tuesday no matter what because it's going to be after midnight. Like, do a post-game show on Tuesday saying, damn, Jets lost 31-30. And, that last play, Brock Purdy had plenty of time to throw a ball to convert on third down or something, making it up. But you get my drift of like, damn, Reddick would have made a difference there. Like, we win, it's all gravy. We're like, Reddick, woo.
You know what's really funny about this situation, too? Well, not funny, but I find it like curious.
Laughing. All right, come on, comedian. What's not funny?
No, not funny, but like just odd. Like it would happen like this. Leonard Floyd's on the 49ers.
Don't. Nope. Don't say it.
Nope. Done.
Nope.
I hate that though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it is all the weird things that are aligned.
It's Monday Night Football. It's away, and it's so stupid in my opinion. It's like, come on, man, can't get past this guy.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Though?
I heard he was banged up. That's what I heard.
Oh, thank God. I hope he is banged up.
Thank God.
I hope he's not even there. By the way, someone else who I hope is not there. Again, I made this request of Ian O'Connor, who joined me on my show. I've been shamelessly promoting this entire time. At the end of the interview, I asked Ian, who knows, I knew he knew Vinny Testaverde, and he has his cell phone number.
Right.
I said, why the hell was he at Monday Night Football last year? Because, again, all the bad juju from 1999. He's like, I don't know. I don't know why he was there. He said when I interviewed him for the book, I had that question on my mind, but I didn't ask. And then I said, hey, Ian, you have his number right there. You got some pull. Can you make sure he does not show up to the 49ers Jets game, please? And he said, I'll text him and I will give him that strong recommendation from you, and I will let you know what he says. So I'm waiting to hear back from Ian via text to see if and when that happens. But, yeah. 100%. Know that, and I don't care. To me, I'm a good juju guy, so I'm not even thinking about the Leonard Floyd thing or Monday Night Football or anything. This is a brand new season. This is our time. We're long overdue, and let's cash in. Let's cash in some checks. So, Woody, do you have anything else?
I'm telling you, Brandon L's on fire right now. Get a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese over to Haason Reddick. Why haven't we done this already, man?
No,
I got to reach out to NYJ Matt. Yeah.
Go get him pizza. I don't know. Get him something.
I mean, hey, you can have this delicious New York sandwich.
Right.
It's waiting for you at the facility.
Damn straight.
As
Drake Correa said at that Jake Assman party, Brock Purdy's gonna die. That is a quote from Drake Correa at that Jake Assman live show, which that would be aggressive. I don't think I quite need murder, but
I don't know about that
we could just take
but
care of business.
I do want to win badly. 49ers fans have been up my butt about this game. They're so cocky right now. I just want to see them lose so bad. Oh my gosh. They're banged up. A lot of their team is banged up too, so this is a good opportunity.
No
doubt.
They're a pretty good team though.
They're a pretty good team, but they're banged up. This is a good opportunity to pounce.
R&R is saying that interview this morning was great. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I don't know how many of you, sometimes you do a show or something, you're like, oh, that's going to kill on views. I have no idea how the views are going to do, but that's a very proud interview. I really enjoyed doing that with Ian. It's well over an hour, and I hope you guys get a chance to check it out, talking about all the main themes from the Aaron Rodgers book. But I would tell you boys this, and we'll talk about it, obviously, Woody, with this week coming up with Jets 49ers. I'm feeling incredibly confident. A swag like nobody's business walking to that 49ers game, and I think we're going to punch them in the mouth, and people are going to be like, what? Especially if we just like an opening drive thing, either the 49ers get the ball and they 3-and-out real quick, they're like, what the hell? Or the Jets get the ball and Aaron Rodgers drives them right down the field for a touchdown, and all of a sudden the crowd is shh, shh. You're like, oh, welcome to 2024, you bastard. So, that'd be a lot of fun. Well, Italy, welcome back. It was great to have you back on the show. I'm sure we'll have to do more here in the future with you, but thank you so much for coming on, man.
I appreciate you guys. I know we all go way back, and it's gonna be I'm excited for this season. There's nothing like not only having football back, Monday Night Football, being with people that are Jets fans again, and also just I just love the hate. I love when people hate on us because I just want to prove people wrong again. I'm here for it. Reddick, if you're watching, dude, just come back. You make our team better. You want to try and win a Super Bowl this year? Just come back. Just come back. Or you can collect millions of dollars in fines. Whatever you want. It's time for everyone to step up. But I'm Italy Jet. Peace.
Yeah, there we go. I appreciate Italy. I would just say in general, though, like, what more gets people together like threats? Hey, man, show up or else you're going to get $5 million. You know what? Not too shabby. I do love that. All right, Wudi, another show in the books. Again, enjoy your holiday weekend, my friend, Labor Day weekend. I'll be doing a live fantasy draft tomorrow here locally, hosting a nice little party and doing an opening, like kind of rally speech for all the members that are going to be there. I'm going to be hosting the event as the MC, doing all kinds of speeches and rallying the whole group together before we do this draft at a golf club. So I love being public speaker. So I'll be doing some of that action. Then I'm going to be going some quick travels over the weekend in New Hampshire. And then all of a sudden, booyah, baby, the season's here.
Damn, you have a much more jam-packed weekend than me. I'm just going to be chilling, reading up on, what's going on with people's depth charts because I got a couple of drafts, and hey, I don't do nothing half-assed. I'm trying to win every league. I'm going for the gold. We coming for you, sucker. All right, so all I'm saying is that I will definitely be, looking to see who are the sleepers, who are the steals, in those later rounds that can help change. But yes, fantasy football, you guys heard a little bit about my first draft. I had neighbors in the sixth round with Garrett, paired him with Garrett. I'm excited about that team. I also have Rodgers, but I don't know if Rodgers is going to be a great fantasy quarterback.
I disagree.
You disagree. I guess you disagree with me not knowing if
exactly. I disagree. I know exactly.
Okay.
That's right. But I will say
maybe that's what we can talk about. If you guys, on Tuesday, right? I know Thursday we are prepping for that game, but if Tuesday we want to talk fantasy, I have a draft on Tuesday. If some of y'all have draft,
that's my final draft. I've got Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then all my drafts are done. So there you go.
Okay, nice. I got Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, and then all of a sudden the season starts on Thursday. Brandon asks, as we're signing off here in a second, and thanks to Chad Italy, Brandon says, Paul, is Wudi in our league? Actually, he was in our league, and one of you guys replaced Wudi to come into the league. So he was in the league, and then we didn't. That's actually, I'm here at the radio station. Here's what you guys are competing for. Sure, I didn't plan on doing this, but here we go.
Oh, we going off camera, off site.
This is it. This is the Man Shout Show Quad Cities League. I'm here at the radio station. We have this one, which is a goat. I'm not really sure why a goat's on it. There's nothing goat about this league, to be honest with you. Okay, I'll just show you the rest. Here you go. So you got the goat. Okay, got a nice little chalice here. Very nice. Okay, that's league number 2. Okay, got a horse's ass. Why not the horse's ass league? There you go.
That's funny.
And then we got the Barker Lounger League right here. And this one is the one I've won now twice. This is the top league. I'm the reigning defending champion. My team name last year was Discount Double Jet, one of my favorites. Yep, champ. So there you go. All these are up for grabs. Yes. Thank you to the 400 people, by the way. We're in the room. Make sure you guys like the video. Hit subscribe.
Absolutely. My team, 24 Garrett Magic, is going to be doing some work. Unfortunately, not in one of those leagues this year. Maybe next year we'll be able to make that work. And then you guys could all just eat L's, courtesy of your boy, James Wudi.
All right, everybody. We're going to sign off here. I'm going to be back on live in like 30 minutes because I'm joining the Jake Asman show. I'll be streaming both on my channel and Jake Asman's channel. Most of the time, that show is live every Friday. Last Friday was my 10-year anniversary. Shout out to my beautiful fiance who joined me in studio for a quick moment. She's going to head on the road before me. I'm going to head out on the road on Saturday. to my family's house. So fiance is now gone. She dropped off the keys. I appreciate that. And yeah, so I got the fantasy draft tomorrow and all this other jazz coming up. So I couldn't do the Jake Asman show tomorrow, but we figured it out. So Jake Asman show will hit you in about 30 minutes. We're going to talk about some of the crazy ass story. I can't believe an agent said what he said. So guys, if you want to hear all our takes on that, that's up in 30 minutes. There's call-in shows and all that wonderful stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. Wudi, enjoy your weekend, pal. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. All right. We're going to be talking, and good luck to everybody drafting. Hopefully your draft is like Joe Douglas's 2021, not any other year. All right. Oh, sorry, 2022. My bad. 2022.
I appreciate that. Yeah, please, let's correct that. Also, one other shameless plug. You guys will see that the final link in YouTube is homage. I'm partner with them. Check out this shirt, baby. It's NFL Jam. You can't see it with my burly beard, but we got Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson. The old Jets logo. Some cool stuff here. NFL Jam style shirt. You guys can catch all your Jets merch in the homage link. That is the final link there on YouTube. Proud sponsor. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you both in 30 minutes for the Jake Asman Show and tomorrow morning for Board Green Daily. Peace out, everybody. God bless.